Hey everyone, it's Miss Ariel. We are going to be creating St. Basil's Cathedral. Okay, we're going to be building the cathedral, we're going to be cutting it out, and then we're going to be gluing it onto a background. So here is my finished example. The supplies you're going to need. You're going to need a big piece of white paper and a smaller piece of white paper. Okay, you're also going to need some chalk pastels. If you don't have chalk pastels, you could use sidewalk chalk or crayon. You're going to need glue, either a glue stick or liquid glue, a permanent black marker. If you don't have a permanent black marker, you could use a regular black marker or even a black pen, a pencil, and some scissors. This project is going to focus on your lines and drawing lines and patterns to create St. Basil's Cathedral. St. Basil's Cathedral is located in Russia. It has amazing architecture. On your Canvas page where you have assignments, there's going to be lots of references for you to look at. So when you're creating this project, I highly suggest you also look at the different project examples. There will be the St. Basil Cathedral drawing aid will be on there, so you can see how to create different types of things in your drawing. Okay, there will also be information on making sure you create your background correctly. So you want to also make sure that you are not having space between each building, but that you have some overlapping. There's also a picture on there where you can see other students' artwork, so you can kind of get some inspiration and some ideas. Okay. Then for your background, you're actually going to be using warm or cool colors to create a blended background. Then you will be cutting out the St. Basil's Cathedral that you created and gluing it onto that chalk pastel background. Okay? So first, let's start with drawing the cathedral. We're going to want to get our pencil. Okay, and we're going to want to draw different size columns. Okay, so you're going to want to start maybe going from the top down, and you're going to want different sizes, some tall, some small, thin, or wider. And you just kind of sketch it out, okay, drawing lightly so that it's easier for you to erase. Think about the tops of your columns. Okay, so you would look at your drawing reference. You can see the different ways you can create the top. So I'm going to go for kind of a curvy one. I think those ones look pretty cool. Then I want to start creating the other columns with the different tops or the towers. So I can look at my references, it's not a problem. And I just want to sketch, and I want to make sure I keep things on the page. And you can get as creative as you want with these, okay? You do not have to copy what I do. You can do whatever it is that you are excited to do. You just want to think about overlapping, making one building kind of in the back and some up in the front. Maybe you want to make kind of a three-dimensional one. There's lots of references on your assignment page. Maybe you want to make kind of like a funky building. Like it's got some curves, and then maybe it goes thin, and then up. So from here, I want you to design your buildings. So you go ahead and All right. Now, once you have your general shape of your columns and then the tops of them, okay, you're gonna wanna start coming in and adding some of those extra designs on the different parts of your pillars, your columns, the tops, okay? So we're looking to add some lines and patterns. Remember, on your Canvas assignment, there are many handouts to help you with your line and pattern ideas and multiple examples, okay? You want to make sure that maybe you add some windows or some arches, some different designs that you might see on the St. Basil's Cathedral. So from here, you're going to start adding in some of those different design elements. And you just want to do patterns, right? You can use lines to create patterns. Now, these do not have to be perfect. That's why you're using a pencil. Okay, so I'm creating some curved lines. Now, I'm going to fast forward. All right, now welcome back. We've done our pencil drawing. Now it is time to go over our pencil line with our permanent marker. I have a thin one in case you made smaller designs, but I just need the regular size one. So as you can see, some of my lines are a little bit messy. They kind of went over each other, and that's okay at this time, because when you go to apply the Sharpie or the permanent marker, whatever black marker you have, you want to be very careful when you are tracing over the pencil lines so that you can essentially clean up your artwork. This is where if you made a mistake in the pencil, you can fix it with the Sharpie, because afterwards, after you've done the black permanent marker over, we can erase any pencil marks that you don't want anymore. So I love to take this opportunity to fix any mistakes I made with the pencil because I know I can erase it. I want to make sure that I am tracing over my lines nice and neatly, having a steady hand. Okay, I created these windows. You can either color them in, which is what I like to do, kind of give a sense of depth to your work. Just gonna go over, and I'm gonna do all of my lines. So I kind of made a little mistake over here, which is not a big deal because I can use my Sharpie to really clean up those lines. And you really want to make sure all your buildings are connected or overlapping, because when we cut it out, it's going to be important that we cut it out in just one section. We don't want to cut out multiple buildings. So right now, take this time, slowly go over your work with your black marker. When you're done, come back and we'll do the next step. All right, welcome back. Now we have outlined everything with our black permanent marker. So I have a lot of pencil mark to erase. That means anywhere you see pencil showing around or through that black line, you need to erase it. So I'm going to take my eraser, I'm going to look for any pencil mark, and I want to erase that so I can, again, clean up my artwork. Okay, make sure that you have added some nice line work. Maybe you have put some different patterns, like I put brick in, and then I had wiggly lines with polka dots. I did some mermaid scaling. Okay, I did some more curved lines, some zigzag lines. That will really give your artwork some more detail and some more dimension. So right now I want you to take your time, go through your project. If there's any pencil mark you can see, erase it. And then once you're done with that, come back. All right, so we're back again. I have cleaned up my artwork, okay? Now the next step we're going to do is we're going to cut out your St. Basil's Cathedral. We're not cutting out individual buildings. You're going to shadow cut, that means cut very close to the black outline of each of the buildings, okay? Cutting around, not cutting the building separately. You want to keep the building in one piece. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out the cathedral in one piece. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. All right, now we have our cathedral cut out. Should be cut out in one piece. I'm going to take my cathedral and I'm going to move it to the side. I am now going to grab my larger piece of paper. This is where the background. This is where you're going to glue the cathedral onto the background. This part of the project, you're going to be using your chalk pastels. Now we're only using warm and cool colors. Remember, warm colors make you feel warm, like red, orange, and yellow. Cool colors make you feel cool, like blue, purple, and green. I'm going to want to pick two colors that are in the same color category. So you either pick two warm colors or two cool colors. I'm going to go with cool colors. So I'm going to pick green and blue. Now you can pick your own cool colors or your own warm colors. If you don't have chalk pastel, then you can use regular sidewalk chalk or you can use crayons. If you use crayons, you would lay it on its side to color the background. Now we're doing two colors so we can create a blended look in the background. So I'm going to go with my blue and I'm going to use it on its side and I'm going to lightly coat the whole paper with my cool color, which is blue, okay? You would do the same thing if you were using crayon or sidewalk chalk. Hold it on its side, pressing down. Now I'm gonna go in with my other cool color, which is green, and I'm gonna go over the blue with the green. Kind of has a cool background already, but we're not done here. We're going to need to blend it. So you can use your fingers, one or two fingers, to blend everything in. If you don't want to use your fingers, then you can always put a tissue on your finger and go ahead and blend it that way. So I'm going to work, you can kind of blend in circles, or you could blend up and down, or you could blend side to side, okay? So right now I want you to go pick your set of warm or cool colors, two from each, or two from one category. So if you're going to do warm, remember warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. Cool colors are blue, purple, and green. So go ahead and create your background and then come on back. Okay, now I'm going to take, you can either wash your hands off real quick, wipe them off if you want. If not, no big deal. Okay, I'm going to take my St. Basil's Cathedral and I'm going to kind of line it up in the middle, but the bottom line needs to be on the bottom line of your big piece of paper. So I'm going to line it up so I kind of know where it is. It's pretty centered. Okay. Now we have our background, we have our cathedral, we just need to glue it now. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to grab my glue. You can use a glue stick or liquid glue. Whatever you have is fine. And I'm going to put my glue definitely around the edges, okay, to make sure that it sticks. And then I always kind of do a little curvy, wavy line through it to just make sure I've got enough glue. Okay, I'll pick it up. I will center it on my paper, lining up the bottoms, and then pushing down. Okay, then I want to make sure everything is stuck down. You might need to add a little bit more glue to the tops of things or to any small detail that you might have that's sticking up. All right, double check that everything is complete. You have used enough patterns and lines. You have different shapes and sizes of your pillars and the tops of your pillars. Your background has been blended. Everything is outlined with that black permanent marker. You have erased any pencil mark and you have glued everything down. This is a completed version of the project. From here, you would take a picture of your completed work and you would submit it on Canvas under the assignment, St. Basil's Cathedral. All right, can't wait to see everybody's finished project.